Good morning. I didn't quite get up at the time I wanted to get up, which is pretty standard for me when I'm going out with my camera, I suppose. But nevertheless, we've made it. Now there's a little bit of green where I live, a tiny bit. And when I drive to Stockport, there's quite a bit more bloomage that I see on the motorway and on the roads there. Absolutely naff all here. Never mind. So I'm hoping that we'll find something. The odd bit of something that'll stand out, but we'll see. But whilst I'm here, I've got a few tales to tell you whilst I'm walking around. So we'll start off with the van window. For the last couple of weeks, I've noticed a rattling in the back of the van, and I couldn't find out what it was. It was doing my head in. I didn't know if my frame had come loose or what it was. Then I noticed it when I was closing the van door. So last weekend I was checking all the rails and everything. Couldn't find it. And then I needed something out of the boot of the van. And when I shut the tailgate, there's this big rattle at the side of the van. So I opened it again, stuck my head around the side of the van to close it. The flipping window in the sliding door went boof, boof. I'm not joking, it wasn't a bit, it was like half the top, like full quadrant of window. So I had a guy that came out yesterday to fix that for me. He did a cracking job. Came in a couple of days. 90 quid I think it was. Came to the house, took it out, took all the old stuff off, re-prepped it and refitted it. It was pretty good. Fixed a couple of chips on my windscreen as well at the same time for another 20 quid. But that could have fallen off when I was driving. Kelly would have laughed, I'm sure. I think I've come down the wrong path as well. Not that there is a right path in Woodland really, but I think I should carry on walking deeper into Padley Gorge before I hang a left. But that's how far away from spring we are. Nearly there. Then we have Storm Dave. Whoa! That's due this weekend. So today is Good Friday. For those thinking, Storm Dave was a few weeks ago. Not for me, it's due this weekend. It'll be a damp squib, I'm sure. It'll be called Dave. Drop in the comments. I might have to spend, I don't know, 400 or 500 quid replacing the headlights with LED lights. Or should I spend a similar amount on the in-grill laser lights? That was my plan. I think they look a bit cooler, but laser lamps are more practical. It's like the tyre conversation all over again, isn't it? Do we go for practicality or go for the looks? Yeah, I don't know. I do like. I was looking for cheaper lamps, cheaper than laser lamps. Oh, my watch was talking to me then. I was looking for cheaper lamps than laser lamps. But I looked at how they fit. Laser lamps, they just look the part. They're just it, I think. No point faffing. Probably spend more time, but my labour time faffing, trying to make the others fit and look good. So another thing as well. So last night, when I started off driving here, I didn't get much sleep the night before, and I must have been really, really tired. So I didn't close the fridge door, first of all. So going down Snake Pass, the fridge door decided to open and was flapping around everywhere. So I stopped, I pulled over into a lay-by, got out, put the fridge door right and the water bottle back, and jumped back in the car, started driving, clicked the camera on to do some filming, and realised I had my microphone on the seatbelt and it was no longer there. So when I took the seatbelt off to check the fridge, it's fallen off. So I got out of the van, checked the cab, I couldn't find it, so I thought, oh no. So I drove back 1.5 miles to where I'd stopped before in that lay-by. It's pitch black. And I was out walking around with a torch, couldn't find the bloody microphone. So I had another look in the cab and I found it behind the driver's seat. So then I get to the park up I wanted to stay in. That was already well, it wasn't full, but there was a van there that looked a bit dodgy and I didn't like the look of it. So it's like a pickup truck type thing with, it looked like fridges or some big fridges or something in the back. So I didn't park there. Found another park up, didn't like that, so ended up staying at Grindleford train station. Get in the back, I forgot to pack some milk so I couldn't have a brew. Went to turn the power station on, switched the lights on and the power station was flat. But it made me go to bed early. I had a good night's sleep last night and then up and at it, all refreshed this morning. The guy did come and repair my window. The first thing he said was, did you fit this yourself? And I didn't. The garage I bought it off, they were bragging about the guy next door in the next unit that fitted out campervans as a living. And he did it, he fit the window and did all the carpet lining and the lights. And so far I found when I've dropped the ceiling, there's not been a great deal of insulation there. And now this window. But the guy did say, and I think this should be a bit of a warning for you, because I was tempted to fix the window myself. But when he told me it was 90 quid, I thought, it's not worth it. By the time I finished buying everything and faffing around and spending God knows how many days and making a mess. He did say it gets called out to so many of these side campervan windows that haven't been fitted correctly. And quite a few of them have dropped out onto the road. So yeah, maybe I'm all for trying new things, and no, I'm not. I'm all for a bit of DIY. I'm not trying new things, not jumping out of planes or anything. I'm all for a bit of DIY and trying your hand and learning as you go along and things. But maybe the windows isn't worth it. Maybe it's just worth getting a professional to do it. Maybe I'm just soft. I don't know. But I'm glad I didn't try and do it myself anyway. If it's a common thing, them dropping out. So hi, I'm Dave. If you're new here, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. And thank you very much for watching. Please do subscribe and press that like button. Thank you. So I'm not actually seeing that many green leaves, which is a shame. There's something over there, look. Oh, you won't be able to see in this camera, but what I will do is zoom in. There's just a splash of green. So I'm hoping to catch something like that. Only something that looks a little bit prettier. So I think I need to be further up the hill. Let's see where this takes us. Oh, I recognise this place. If I remember rightly, there's a picturesque bit on the left. Let's go and have a look. Deer, little roe deer. It's one of the good things of coming out early into woodland. You get to see wildlife like that. Being a townie, you don't get to see stuff like that very often. I'm sure many of you are thinking, see him every day, what's your problem? I don't. Right, as we were. Yeah, yeah. So that there is quite a nice scene. Obviously, in the autumn, when you get some autumn colour on. At the minute, yeah, it looks a little bit messy. Anyway, so we do have a bit of content lined up for you. We haven't filmed it yet, mind. So one video I'm yet to edit, which will be out the week before this one, will be a walk around Wyming Brook. It's a beautiful place if you've never been. You need to get there early for parking. So go and give that a watch. I'll put the link up here. I have this one, and then future videos. We're going to chase some bluebells, and we're going to chase some wild garlic. I'm hoping this weekend, when I get back, I'm going to fit the roof rack. So I might do a quick, short video on that one. Purely because I'm using Unistrut, and I can't see any videos for transporter vans that have Unistrut fitted. So it's not going to be a how-to video. It'll just be, this is what I've done, this is how it looks. Give you ideas, I guess. And then I think we're going to book a campsite for a few nights in between all that lot. So we'll have a few walks to do around there with the dogs and Kelly, and a campsite review, I guess. You know what? I normally park on the other side of the gorge, and this is the way I normally come in, and I've walked all the way to the other side to the road without taking the route, because it's obviously not familiar with me. I'm trying to walk it backwards. Oh, never mind. Let's go up here. I think there's some millstones up here with some trees. Let's see if we can get up. So I don't think I'll be going into Padley Gorge today. We'll see how we go, but I don't think I'm going to. If you haven't been, it's a beautiful walk, especially when we've got leaves on the trees. Autumn it's a colour fest in autumn. It does get very busy. The ground's very uneven and it is quite muddy. So if you do come, make sure you're mobile, you've got walking boots on, not white trainers like I see some people, and I do chuckle to myself. It's a great place. Again, get here early for a parking space. Beautiful. So we're just coming to a bit that's at the top of Padley Gorge now. It's a group of silver birch trees. I think an old quarry. You get people climbing the quarry face. Get some big coos. Bloody big coos. Lots of these dotted around. Yeah, Padley Gorge. If you want the twisted oaks, enchanted woodland look, yeah, without doubt. I might put some, if I dig out some photographs that I've taken there, I'll pop them up so you can get a feel. I'm sure you know what it is though, Padley Gorge. Just Google, just type it into YouTube and there'll be millions of videos that come up. It's absolutely gorgeous. Especially in fog. If you can get into the gorge with all the photographers. Okay, well, the bird song. I've been along this path once. Right, we took a right down here, I think, or left when we came up. We'll go straight on this time. Go through this gate. Wow, just look at this. Bunch of big trees that have been blown down in the wind, and on a straight line as well. If there's like a knock-on effect, one hit the other, or if it was like a little mini tornado or something that blew through. Look at that. All in the line. I bet they made a racket. I can imagine being close by when that happened. You'd shit yourself. See, look, there is some growth. A little titchy tiny bit. Only a few days too soon. I don't know if you've noticed yet, but the camera hasn't come out once. It's quite often the case with landscape photography. Bit of a conversation taking place up there, isn't there? It's quite often the case with landscape photography. You wander around and there's nothing to take a photograph of. There's no point in forcing it. I'll get home, chuck them on the computer and go, nah, and they just sit on the computer taking up space on my storage. But it's a nice walk though. I'm enjoying the walk. I enjoy getting up and out, chatting to you lot. I just don't know what it's like content wise for you guys. A bit boring listening to me waffle on. The odd bird conversation obviously. Tweet tweet bird. Been along this path as well. I recognise that fallen branch in the track. What's going on? Am I just walking up and down the same bloody path? It wouldn't surprise me. It would not surprise me. I seem to be getting dopier and dopier the older I get. Maybe not dopey. Forgetful. Forgetful. We'll use that word instead. I'm calling it a day. For photography anyway. There's absolutely nothing, feeling no inspiration for getting my camera out at all. So I think what I'll do is I'll head down this track to Padley Gorge, walk a bit into Padley Gorge and walk through a bit of it to give you a flavour of what it is. I'll head on back to the van. I'll have a cup of, oh no, I can't have a brew, can I? Oh. Might have some hot cordial. And some porridge. Then I'll head on back home to see Kelly and my two little babies. So that's sod's law, innit? As soon as I say that, I've seen something that's given me a bit of inspiration. So we'll set up, and then if it does look all right in the back of the camera, I'll show you what it is. If not, this isn't even going to make the video. So this is what's caught my attention. There might be a few shots in here, I don't know, I'll have a look. But at the moment it's that little branch there. So put it in the back of the camera. Turn the camera back on. So I'll try and get you in the viewfinder. Get a better. There you go, I don't know if that's coming out. Something like that. See how we go. Whatever you do, don't tell Kelly I'm having crisps for breakfast and I haven't had a drink since I left home. Shh. Does that sound good on camera? You know, there is another bit to the quarry somewhere. I've seen photographs, but I've never been. I've no idea where it is. I might go on there. There is one path that I've not been on that I can think of in my head. It goes a bit higher up there. I might go on there. Go for a wander up there and see if there's anything worthwhile looking at up there. If anybody does like mushroom photography, it's a great place for mushrooms here. Hundreds of them. You'll have a field day. You'll be here for hours on your belly. It's great. Right, okay, I've come up and it's not what I was expecting. God, that shit me up. It's like a witch. She's walking towards me a second ago. Ooh, there's a hole. Yeah, I came through the way I know I came through this gate, didn't I? Boop, boop, boop. Right. Don't remember coming up here. Oh my god. Short-term memory loss. Do I look confused? Because I am. I knew where I was, but I don't think I do. Next stop, definitely Padley Gorge, and then back to the van. Look at that. How mad's that? Right, let's see how many faces we can see in this. There's one on the side. That looks quite a spooky one. Oh, looks like someone's trapped in it. I'm back at the van now. I didn't tell you about the stay last night, did I? I don't think. So I'll put some B-roll on now. That's where I stayed last night. It's a flat piece of car park that's used for the cafe parking. It's empty at night time. As long as you shift out before it opens in the morning, they'll be fine. It's £1.50 to stay overnight. And then I've just parked in here. Oh, there's all the other parking spaces that you can stay in. It's all lit. It felt really, really safe. You get a bit of noise from passing trains, but I didn't notice them, if I'm honest. I slept like a log, got a good 7 hours sleep last night. So yeah, I'm definitely worthwhile coming back here for an overnight stay. I will be using this place again next time I come to Padley Gorge or the surrounding area. So I'm going to have these oats now and this hot drink, and I'm going to go back home to Kelly. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next week.